Welcome to the Explainer. So, you've had an incredible first year in Australia, and you're thinking, I'm not done yet. Well, you're definitely not alone. In this Explainer, we're going to cut through all the confusing stuff and give you a really clear step-by-step guide to locking in your second working holiday visa, all based on the official government rules.
All right, here's our game plan. We'll kick things off with the basics of the visa itself. Then we'll dive into the most important part, getting your documents sorted. After that, we'll walk through the actual online application, what to do while you wait, and finally, how to understand the decision when it comes through.
Section 1. The Second Holiday Visa. Okay, so what exactly is this visa? And more importantly, are you the right person for it? Let's find out. The main thing to get your head around is that this isn't a totally new visa from scratch. It's really just an extension. Think of it as a sequel to your first adventure. It's built for folks in that 18 to 30 or sometimes 35 age range who've already been through one successful working holiday visa.
Okay, now for what is honestly the most critical piece of the puzzle, getting your paperwork absolutely perfect. If you nail this part, everything else just flows so much smoother. Let's break it down.
Right. Think of this part as your mission prep. Getting organized now is truly the difference between a smooth ride and a total headache. Having every single document ready to go is going to save you from some really frustrating and pointless delays later on. First things first, you've got to prove you are who you say you are. You'll need nice, clear color scans of your passport, the page with your photo and details. Your birth certificate is also a big one, and they specifically want one that shows both your parents' names. If you really can't get that, the department does have some alternatives, like a family book or another kind of government ID. Next up, let's talk money. You need to show that you can support yourself. The magic number they're looking for is usually around 5,000 Australian dollars for your stay, plus a little extra to cover a flight home. A recent bank statement is the easiest way to prove this.
Now pay close attention to this part because it's a bit of a curveball. It all depends on where you are when you apply. If you're already in Australia, you usually don't need to show this proof of funds right away. But if you're applying from overseas, it is absolutely essential to include it with your application from the get-go.
And here it is, the big one. Proving you did your 3 months of specified work. That's the farm work or regional work everyone talks about. The good news is the government gives you a lot of options here. You can use payslips, bank statements showing your pay coming in, tax documents, even references from your old boss. Honestly, the stronger the mix of documents you provide, the better.
And this right here is a direct warning from the Department of Home Affairs. They're telling you straight up that they might just pick up the phone and call your old employers. This means one thing. Everything has to be 100% legit. Don't even think about fudging the dates or details.
So, before you even dream of hitting that upload button, run through this final checklist. Got any documents that aren't in English? They need an official translation. All your scans have to be in color. And if a document has more than one page, like your passport, save it all as one single file. Oh, and a pro tip, don't upload the same thing twice. It just clogs up the system. Okay, deep breath. You've got all your documents, your folders are neat, your scans are crystal clear. Now it's time to actually do the thing. Let's walk through the online submission. The whole thing is done online in your IME account. It's really just 4 simple steps. You log in, you attach all those documents you worked so hard on, you pay the fee, and then, and please do not forget this, you save your transaction reference number, your TRN. You're going to need that to check up on your application. Okay, we have to pause for a second because this is a really critical point that you can't afford to miss. This whole working holiday visa program is designed for people traveling without dependent kids. If you have a child under 18, not only can they not come with you on this visa, but you can't even use the normal online application portal. You've done it. You filled it all out, you paid the fee, you hit submit. Feels good, right? A huge weight off your shoulders. But what happens now? Let's talk about that time when you're just waiting. This is the #1 question we get asked. Can I travel while my application is being processed? The short answer is yes, you can, but you have to play by the rules. And the rules all depend on where you were standing when you hit that submit button. Right, here's the rule, and trust me, it's a big one. As you can see, if you applied while you were in Australia, you must be in Australia when they make the final decision. If you applied from outside Australia, you guessed it, you have to be outside Australia for the decision. It's that simple, but so important to get right. And seriously, don't book any flights until you have that visa grant letter in your hands. Your work isn't totally over once you've submitted your application. The department might come back and ask for more stuff, like your fingerprints or a health checkup.
It's also on you to log back into your IME account to upload anything you might have missed, fix any mistakes you find, and let them know about any big life changes.
And that brings us to the finish line, the moment you've been waiting for. Let's take a look at what the official letter will say once a decision has finally been made.
No matter what happens, you're going to get a formal letter. If it's good news, it'll have your visa grant number, your start date, and any rules or conditions that come with it. If it's no, the letter will explain exactly why, and it'll tell you if you have the option to ask for the decision to be reviewed. Look, I know this whole process can seem totally overwhelming, but as we've walked through it, you can see it's really just about being super organized and paying attention to the details. Follow these steps, get your documents right, and you're giving yourself the absolute best shot at getting that yes. So the only question left is another year of Aussie adventure worth all this paperwork?